Hey guys, what's up? Spectre here, and yesterday fans were treated to the 5th and final Night City Wire. Today I'll be breaking down the highlights and pointing out some interesting bits that you might have missed. We're covering the in-game score, radio stations, customization, and more. Let's begin. Keanu Reeves, the now poster child of Cyberpunk 2077, went in-depth on his role of Johnny Silverhand. During the Night City Wire event, he detailed his attraction to the role, to the game itself, and how it allowed him the ability to take on one character in so many different ways, depending on the threads that players chose to follow. From the new Johnny trailer and some of his commentary, it appears that our relationship with Johnny will be somewhat strained at first, as he decides whether to kill us or use us as an instrument of revenge against Arasaka, the mega corporation he fought in life and that imprisoned him in death. Eventually, though, we'll come to see the other sides of him, including his somewhat dark sense of humor. He's even referred to by CD Projekt as a co-protagonist rather than our sidekick, which I find to be an incredibly interesting concept. Let's just hope that the actual gameplay backs that up. Whenever you discuss rocker boy Johnny Silverhand, music is sure to follow, and that's exactly what happened. According to CD Projekt, almost every single quest in-game has a custom score. Each area of Night City will also have a distinctly different sound as well. The radio stations in-game will feature over 150 custom tracks, and you can even sample a few of them yourself, as CDPR has released a 6-track EP, and you'll find a link to that in the description below. The most interesting part of this segment, however, is the copyrighted track mode. Those who wish to make content around the game, whether it be YouTube videos or streams, will be able to make use of a mode that automatically removes copyrighted tracks and replaces them with original ones, helping you avoid any trouble down the line. This mode will activate automatically on console and will be found in the options for PC players. When Cyberpunk finally makes its debut, it will launch in 10 different languages. With thousands upon thousands of lines of dialogue, this Herculean task was completed using a suite of tools known as Jolly. This incredible software helps deliver facial performances that are automatically generated based on waveforms from voice actors. They're used to power every character in-game in every language, by turning different parts of a performance into a scalable attribute. For the CDPR mega fans among you, the studio is also introducing a reward system. You'll be able to claim special in-game Cyberpunk items like the Wolf Skull jacket and more for simply connecting the game to your GOG account. You can also earn Cyberpunk items for games like Gwent. These rewards are all free, and more will be coming in the future. All those goodies come on top of the free digital codes that come with every copy of the game, for the digital art book, score, and comic. And finally, to round out the show, fans were treated to an all-new gameplay trailer. The standout for me was the inclusion of another sneak peek at the character creation system, seen here. The rest of the trailer exposes Night City for what it is, the last hope for a civilized future in the crumbling North American continent. Its neon-soaked streets are run by corporations, politicians, cultists, and gangs. We also gained a few more peeks at the cybernetic upgrade systems, as well as skills and perks, and even some more cosmetic items. And upon further inspection, we can glean a few new details. First up, we take a gander at some of the clothing variety in-game, running the gambit of all 4 design styles from neo-kitsch to neo-militarism. Each chest piece also seems to have 1 mod slot. Backing out to the full inventory, we can see 2 items for the head, 1 mask, 1 piece of headgear, 1 inner and outer layer for the upper body, 2 slots for the lower body including legs and footwear, as well as a special slot which we don't know much about just yet. We can also get a quick glance at our selected weapons, each displaying their DPS stat for quick comparison, as well as our quick access grenades and health on the lower right. We can also take a closer look at some of the skills in the tree here, with this tree centered around mantis blades. We can see offensive defense granting 200 more damage with defensive blade maneuvers. Slow and steady, another passive, offering an increase of 15% to our armor when moving, with an additional 15% as you move to level 2. And Flight of the Sparrow, reducing stamina cost of all blade attacks by 50%. Moving over to rifles, we can see Bullseye increases rifle damage by 10% when aiming. There are also more skill progression rewards at the bottom left, suggesting that almost in a Skyrim-esque way, using certain weapons over and over will net other progression, making you an expert in that skill or weapon. And finally, a closer look at the cyberware. Here you can see the various systems available for players to augment, from the frontal cortex to the ocular system, circulatory system, immune system, nervous system, integumentary system, an overall OS, your skeleton, hands, arms, and legs, most of them having multiple slots. 2 examples of cyber tech you can swap out are the Raven Microcyber MK4, allowing you to slot various hacking programs to perform them quickly. It also increases the time it takes for enemy netrunners to hack you. There's also Titanium Bones, which helps increase your carry capacity by 20%. But that's it for this Cyberpunk roundup. But make sure to get subbed so you don't miss out on any coverage of the game moving forward. I'll be covering the game well through release with more updates, previews, guides, weapon reviews, and so much more. If you haven't, check out one of my latest lore dives where I jump into the world of exotic body mods in Cyberpunk, as well as, cat girls. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.